Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be reading... I wasn't supposed to show that, but it's okay. I'm going to be reading Christmas books. And the first book we're starting with is Nick and Noel's Christmas Playlist. So, a friend actually got this book for me. They gave me like a bunch of options to choose from. I like read this one super quick and I was like, just get me that one. I got this one. I don't really fully know what it's about. We're just gonna literally jump into it. It is pretty thick for a Christmas book, so I don't really know how to feel about that. 392 pages. So longer than like a... Wow, that air felt great. Longer than a few romance books I've read probably, but we're going to start with this one. I don't know if this is the only book I'm going to be reading in this video because I do have like other Christmas books that I do want to read. I'll tell you some actually. I have them in like my want to read on Goodreads. So I have 'Tis the Season for Revenge, which the book just looks like this. Like, looks cute. I don't know what it's about, but I just added it because it looked cute. I have Love Light Farms too, which is a more popular book, I'm pretty sure. But there's that one that I actually do really want to read. And I don't see any more Christmas books I've added actually. But there are literally so many Christmas books that like people are reading now. And I have not read a Christmas book ever. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's true, but I'm pretty sure I've never read a Christmas book. So I'm excited. I want to see what the hype, not the hype, because not a lot of people talk about Christmas books, whatever. I want to see if I get the best vibes from the Christmas book. It's actually Christmas Eve, the perfect time to be reading this. So yeah, I'm going to start it right now. Quick, just to say something that I think is so funny. First of all, the guy's name is Nick, which we all know Santa's name is like Saint Nick, whatever. And then Noel, I'm pretty sure has to do with like Christmas too. The family's last name is Winters. The sisters are Mary and Holly. Like, this is so like, I guess like corny, like... all their names have to do with like something Christmas. Except the mom. The mom's name is Victoria. But everyone else is like Christmas, whatever. It says, once Mary and Holly arrived. I didn't notice until the second sentence that it was like, although she loved Mary and Holly like they were her blood sisters. I was like, oh, these are people. Like, I don't know what I thought they were talking about. But yeah, I just wanted to come in here because that's like funny. Not weird because like, whatever. I'm sure they did that on purpose, but it's just funny. Okay, I'm back. And the more I keep reading, the more I keep finding out stuff. They're talking about like when all the siblings were born. It says Nick was the oldest at 26, born the 4th of December. 2 years later, on December 10th, Mary made her appearance. Then on the 16th of December, just a year later, Holly came into the world. So they were all born in December. Guess what the town's name is? Mistletoe. I feel like Loki is just trying so hard to be like a Christmas book. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. Hi guys. So it has been, I don't know how many days, but it is the 26th, the day after Christmas, and I got up to chapter 11. So far, I don't have any crazy thoughts on the book. I do think the attraction to each other was kind of like out of nowhere and forced a little bit, like maybe a little bit. But honestly, I can't even think too much because it's like a Christmas book. I'm here for the vibes. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read a little bit now. I'm currently, Goodreads says I'm like 34% through, so I do want to get a little bit further. It honestly looks like I might be 1/3 of the book done, so I do want to get a little bit further. Let's see how much like 10 chapters is. Okay, so I kind of want to get up to chapter 19 or 18, which is about like this much. So yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit right now, see where I get. I don't want to force myself to read either, but yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit right now. Hi guys, so I look a little crazy right now, but let's ignore. So I am currently at chapter 18. I just have like a few things to mention, just to give a few updates, because I'm not like writing anything down. Usually I write stuff down so I remember to say it. It's just like 2 things that I remembered easily. So the first thing, something I find so weird in this book is the relationship between Noelle, which is the girl, and her best friend Gabby. Her best friend Gabby is like planning a wedding, whatever, and Noelle is the maid of honor, and then one of the like bridesmaids is Amber, which is Noelle's like nemesis. Like, she hates her and Amber hates Noelle, and Gabby is like close with her. Obviously Noelle is Gabby's best friend, But I just don't understand how Gabby is friends with Amber too. Like, at the beginning of the book, I just assumed like Gabby didn't know how Amber would treat Noelle. But Noelle told Gabby, like, oh, Amber treats me like this. Like, I don't know if I could deal with her, like, in the wedding party, whatever. And then Gabby was like, oh, do it for me, but, like, I'll talk to her, whatever. And then Gabby talks to Amber, and Amber is still being, like, rude to Noelle. I don't get it. Because, like, with my best friends, like, if someone's being mean to them or, like, they don't like someone, then, like, all of us don't like that person. Because it's just, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you like someone that treats someone you're close to bad? So that's just weird to me. Like, I actually like don't like that because Amber is actually so rude. And then apparently like Amber's going through stuff at home too, but that does not give her the right to treat Noelle the way she's treating her, and for Gabby to just like be whatever with it and use the excuse that like Amber's going through stuff. And then the other thing in this book is the relationship between Nick and Noelle. From the start of the book, they're like friends, whatever, and then they become this like friends with benefits situation, but then they're like, oh no, let's go back to being friends. But then they're like, oh, we can't help it. So then they're like kissing in private. I'm kind of confused because they're like going back and forth. So what's going on? But I'm pretty sure in this next chapter, it's going to be solved. I don't know. We'll see. But this back and forth is like literally stressing me out. Like, let's just decide. And also because it's like a cute Christmas book. Like, I came here for the Christmas vibes, really. Christmas vibes aren't super high right now, so I'm gonna keep reading. I'm a little bit more than halfway actually, but yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. It is currently 5:30. I didn't know if I said it, but it's December 27. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Hi guys, so it is currently Friday, December 29, and I finally finished this book, Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist. Do I have a review on this book? I do. My rating for this book, I'm gonna give this book 2.5 stars. Now, let me explain. So, as you guys could probably tell, like, throughout the book, I wasn't really getting, like, the Christmas vibes. Like, that's what I went into this book for, and I feel like every Christmas book, that should be the main reason, like, for the Christmas vibes, because if not, it's just a normal romance book, you know? And if there's Christmas in the title, I'm expecting the Christmas vibes. And the Christmas vibes in this book were not the best. Like, they barely did anything Christmas. The only Christmas things they did was at the end, and you barely like get the feel of it. So not only did you like not get the Christmas vibes in this book, but also the romance in this book was really like frustrating and just like annoying because it's like just get together already. They were just like really like on and off with a lot, and I wrote like some things down because I was just getting annoyed. Some things I wrote down was whack apology from Nick because something happens in the book where personally I was on Noelle's side. Nick basically turned it on her and said that she was in the wrong, and she was like, you know what, I was in the wrong, I am sorry. And he ends up apologizing too, but it's literally like a sentence, and she gets like a whole chapter of like apologizing and feeling this guilt, and Nick is just like, oh, I'm sorry, I was being a jerk, and like that's all he says. And I was like, what? That's his apology? I don't know. It was nothing big, but like it was definitely Nick's fault, but whatever. Another thing about this book, I hated Amber, which is one of the characters in this book that I told you guys about, and I absolutely hated her. Like, she was so just annoying and rude, and I don't know how any of them were friends with her, and at the end of the book, they're like, oh, like, we could just be, like, close, like, we don't have to be enemies, whatever. I'm gonna read to you guys one of the quotes in this book. Amber says, are you going to tell Gabby what I did? Noelle shook her head. I'm not going to ruin your relationship with Gabby. What happened is between you and me. Besides, she's got enough going on without getting pulled into our drama. Amber goes, so what? We pretend to like each other? No, I don't think we'll ever be friends, but maybe we don't have to be enemies. Like, this Amber girl holds a grudge for literally absolutely no reason. Like, oh, we pretend to like each other. Like, stop acting like you don't like Noelle, like, for the plot. Like, shut up. So yeah, I was just annoyed with that. And then I wrote something else. Oh, random plot twist at the end. This is kind of like a spoiler. If you guys really want to read this book, skip to this time, which I doubt it because I don't suggest to read this book. Some random plot twist at the end. One of her friends, so it's like this like cute little friend group. It's Noelle, Nick, and then Pike and Anthony. Randomly at the end, Pike like confesses that he like liked Noelle, and he was like, oh, but I'm happy for you, whatever. And Noelle's like, oh my god, in shock, and like everything's adding up. And I was like, what? Like, where did this come from? Like, it was just random. Like, nothing happened in the book that was like, oh, I think he likes her. I don't know. But yeah, I personally did not really like this book. Also, the length of this book, unnecessary. You know, it was 392 pages. And for a Christmas book, that's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. Like I said, I gave it 2.5 stars. But yeah, we do have one more book we're reading in this video. And I was going to read it on my phone, but I actually went to go do my hair today. There was a Barnes & Noble right by the place. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I went by myself too. That's my new personality trait, like going places by myself in my car. But anyway, I went to Barnes & Noble and I got this book. It's called The Holiday Switch. It's literally super short. That's what I was looking for, because I was like, I'm not reading a long book. But it's like 200 something pages. Let me see. 261 pages. Like, this is what I need for a Christmas book, you know? It's called The Holiday Switch. It says, Leela Santos is ready for her last winter break of high school. The snow in her small town of Holly, New York is plentiful. The mood is as cozy as a fuzzy Christmas sweater, and she's earning extra cash working at the local inn, the setting of the greatest film of all time, Holiday by the Lake, while moonlighting as an anonymous book blogger. But Leela's perfect holiday plans crash to a halt when her boss's frustratingly cute nephew, Teddy Rivera, becomes her co-worker. Leela is type A, Teddy is type anything but Leela's way, and the two of them can't stop butting heads over tangled icicle lights and messy gift shop merch. But when they accidentally switch phones one afternoon, they realize they've been hiding things from each other. Will their secrets and an unexpected snowstorm bring these rivals together? Yeah, there's like a interesting little plot to it too. So I'm going to probably start reading this and hopefully finish it soon, considering it's a much shorter book than the last one. I'm going to read this. Hi guys, so it has been a few hours. It's currently 6:20 and I've been literally reading this book. I am on chapter 11, page 106, and I love reading this book. The book is like so floppy, like I just love it. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I just need to read this much more where I'm at. I'm gonna update on Goodreads. I am 38% through with this book, and I do want to finish it tonight, hopefully, because it's not that long. Yeah, so maybe I can finish it tonight. If not, I'll finish it like definitely tomorrow morning. So I don't really have updates on this book. It's a really cute book. It's a really cute book. Basically, the girl works in like this bookstore, and then Teddy comes and he's like this new employee that she has to work with, but she like can't stand him because she needs like hours for work so that she could like make money. Like, she needs the money, but since he's working, like, she couldn't get the hours, and the only way she could get like the money for those hours is if she trains him. But he's like doing everything wrong and he doesn't want to listen to her, so she's like getting sick of him. So yeah, I don't really have any complaints about this book. There's just one thing that I wrote down. I can't remember what I wrote down. Oh, okay. So I read you guys the back of the book, how they like switch phones, but I thought that was gonna be like the plot of like most of the book, but like it was like, what was it, 60 pages in is when the phones got like swapped, and I was like, oh, that was kind of late. Like, I almost forgot about the plot, but whatever. They swapped phones and then they already like got their phones back. Like, I thought that was gonna be more of what the plot was, like they were just gonna have each other's phones. I guess not, but they read each other's like notifications and stuff, and they found like stuff out about each other that now they had to keep each other's secrets. Yeah, that was the only thing that I was a little bit confused about, but this book is cute overall from what I've read so far. That is my update so far. I'm going to get in the shower, I think, and like clean up my room a little bit. I have to make my bed. Yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I decide to read again. Hi guys, so it is now 9 in the morning. It is December 30th, I think. Yeah, December 30th, and I am on chapter 22, page 215. I've read most of the book already. I've actually been listening to an audiobook on Spotify, so that has been helping me get through the book like faster. And I haven't really been updating on this book, but that's because it's been like going by so fast. Like, it's such a small book and there's not much to update on. Like, there's nothing crazy going on, nothing bad, nothing amazing. It's just a cute little romance Christmas book. Nothing to complain about, nothing to rant about. I have nothing to really say. I think the couple is super cute. They're both like, or the girl is like a senior in high school, and then the guy like just started college or something. It's pretty cute. I have nothing to say, so I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep listening. and it says I have an hour and 23 minutes left, which really is just like 40 minutes because I've been listening to it on 2x speed because it just like talks faster, and that's how like fast I read in my head. 7 chapters left, around there, like 40 minutes left of the book. So that is what I'm going to do right now. Hi guys, so it's a little bit later now from the last clip I filmed, but I did finally finish The Holiday Switch. This book was honestly the perfect book for Christmas. It's not too long, nothing crazy is going on in this book. It did give really good Christmas vibes. The couple in this book was cute. Again, not too crazy. They're not the type of couple where they're like, oh, it's my favorite couple ever. Like, they were so cute. But it also wasn't like, oh, they were like cringy, weird, too forced. Like, it was the perfect, you know, balance. So yeah, I think I'm going to give this book 3.25 stars. Like I said, for me, it's like right in the middle. Like, there's nothing wrong with this book. There's nothing amazing about this book. But I would recommend to read it in the Christmas time because to me, like, this is the perfect length for a Christmas book. Like, at least my perspective, if I'm reading a Christmas book, I'm purely going in for the Christmas vibes, because if not, I would just read like a normal romance book. And I think this book was like perfect for that. This book is set in like a bookstore, and it's set in a bookstore that is in like a famous movie in this book. So a lot of people like go and visit there. It's just great Christmas vibes. She has like a list of things she wants to do during the break. It was a really cute book. I would recommend this book. So yeah, like I said, 3.25 stars. And then just to remind you guys, on the book I read at the beginning of this video was Nick and Noel's Christmas Playlist. I gave it 2.5 stars. Not that this book was like terrible, but it definitely was not like one of my favorite books I've ever read. The Christmas vibes in this book were not the best. Like, I didn't feel like it was set in Christmas. The only thing that reminded me that it was like set in Christmas is because one, there was like a Christmas concert at the end, but that takes up literally like 20 pages of the book. Also, because the town's name is Mistletoe, the main characters' names are Nick and Noel, the sisters' names are Mary and Holly, the last names are Winter. So that's the only thing that was like, oh, like Christmas book, but just like they didn't do any activities or like wasn't the best Christmas vibes. Also, the title says Nick and Noel's Christmas Playlist. I don't think I said this, but they don't really talk about like how much they like making each other like playlists and stuff. Like, that's barely a main thing in the book. So yeah, that's why I gave this book 2.5 stars. I wouldn't recommend reading this book, especially the length of this book is like a normal romance book, and I don't think it should be that long, to be honest. But yeah, those are the 2 books I read in this video, and this is where I'm going to end the video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give it a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.